Welcome to the Life Lesson YouTube channel, where we share stories, ideas, and wisdom to inspire your journey. Sit back, relax, and let's begin today's episode.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into a book that really made waves in how people think about money.
Mm,
Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Our goal here, to
yeah.
sort of unpack why some people really achieve financial freedom, while others, even folks earning good money, just seem stuck.
Yeah, it's built on this really interesting contrast, isn't it? Kiyosaki talks about his two dads. One was his biological father, highly educated but always struggling with money. The other was his friend's dad, less formal education but a very successful entrepreneur. Became one of the richest guys in Hawaii, apparently.
Right, two totally different blueprints for dealing with money.
Exactly. Polar opposites.
So the big question we're tackling is, what was the rich dad teaching that the poor dad, and maybe most of us, just missed? We're hoping to give you a bit of a shortcut to those core ideas today. Okay, so one of the first things, and it feels foundational, is just mindset.
Absolutely.
Like his poor dad would say, I can't afford it, which, as Kiyosaki points out, kind of just shuts down your thinking, right?
Yeah, conversation over, brain off.
But the rich dad insisted on asking, okay, how can I afford it? That question forces you to think, to find solutions.
It's active versus passive. And, Rich Dad even had that provocative line about the lack of money being the root of all evil.
Which is a flip of the usual saying. His point being that lack of money limits your choices, your freedom.
Mm-hmm. And this really highlights a gap, doesn't it? Financial education. It's just not really taught in schools. You can be brilliant, a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, but still be financially illiterate because you learn your profession, not how money works.
Yeah.
Which leads to Rich Dad's first big lesson. The rich don't work for money.
Okay.
They have money work for them.
And there's that story from when he was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Trying to make lead nickels.
Ha! Yes, with his friend Mike. Melting down old toothpaste tubes. Completely illegal, of course.
But it showed that spark, didn't it? That desire to create money, not just wait for a tiny paycheck.
Exactly. And the rich dad saw that. Instead of telling them off, he offered to teach them. First for like 10 cents an hour.
Which sounds like exploitation.
Well, yeah, but then he made them work for free. And that was the real lesson. It was designed to push them out of that cycle, what Kiyosaki calls the rat race.
Get up, go to work, pay bills, repeat.
Precisely. And he says it's driven by two things. Fear, fear of not having enough money and desire or greed for the things money can buy. Rich Dad's point was broke is temporary, poor is eternal. It's about the mindset, not just the current bank balance.
So working for free forced them to think differently.
It did. They had to use their imagination. They noticed a store tossing out old comic books.
Ah, the comic book library.
That's it. They grabbed those discarded comics, set up a little library in Mike's basement, and charged other kids admission. 10 cents, I think?
So that was their first taste of money working for them. They built a little system, an asset that made money even when they weren't physically there dusting comics.
Exactly. Practical application of lesson one, which leads right into the second big lesson. It's maybe the cornerstone of the whole book. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. Financial Literacy 101.
Right. And the rule for that?
Super simple, according to Rich Dad. You must know the difference between an asset and a liability. And then buy assets.
Okay, definitions. Because I think people get tripped up here.
Kiyosaki keeps it blunt. An asset puts money in your pocket, period.
Okay.
Simple enough. A liability takes money out of your pocket.
Right. And that's where it gets controversial for some people. Because things we think are assets.
Like your house.
Yeah, it's a classic example. Poor dad called it his greatest asset. But rich dad would say, well, with the mortgage, the taxes, the upkeep, it's taking money out every month.
Exactly. From a cash flow perspective, it functions like a liability. Now, it might appreciate that's a different, but day to day.
It's draining cash.
And Kiyosaki argues this is how the American dream can become a trap. You get a raise, great. But then...
Bigger house, nicer car, more credit card spending.
Right. Expenses rise to meet income, maybe even exceed it. You're still in the rat race, just maybe a slightly faster wheel.
So more money isn't the answer on its own.
Not without financial intelligence to manage it, to acquire actual income-producing assets.
And figuring this out requires, what does he call it? The power of the mirror.
Yeah. Looking honestly at yourself, at your beliefs, questioning the conventional wisdom you've absorbed.
Like your home is your biggest asset, or play it safe, don't take risks.
Exactly. Understanding how much fear or just, keeping up with the Joneses might be driving your financial choices instead of rational thought about assets and liabilities. And maybe the final thought to leave you with, tying it all together, is Kiyosaki's idea that money is the carrot, the illusion, meaning the real game isn't chasing the money itself. It's understanding those emotions we talked about, the fear and the desire that make you chase it. If you can recognize those feelings and choose your thoughts, choose your actions based on financial principles instead of just reacting, that's how you get off the hamster wheel.
That's how you make money start working for you.
That's the goal.
So maybe something for you to think about this week. How much are your own money decisions driven by that fear or that desire? And what could change if you focus more on financial education, on building assets, rather than just the size of your paycheck? Worth considering.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Life Lessons for more inspiring content.